Alright, welcome to another edition of Soto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. I'm on the Supreme Gaming server called The Island. Just do a search for Supreme or Supreme Gaming. Don't confuse it with Supreme Addiction, that's something else. And let's go. I do have some videos lined up. And we'll go from there. I just can't believe I didn't really find anything high level on the island. You know, it's a pretty big place. There should be some decent levels there, at least 200. Highest thing I found is something outside my base, like a 208 turtle. That's what I found. I mean, as tempting as that is, you know, didn't want to waste all my narc on that. Alright. So like I said before, I'm probably going to modify that raft and just turn it into a trap and put it over there on the island somewhere, on that little Carno island. So I'm going to see if I can do that. The problem with this is that there isn't a whole lot of wiggle room on this. Let's see. Let's get rid of the clouds. Let's get rid of the fog. Let's gamma it up a bit. There we go. It's nighttime, so of course you don't want to. There we go. So I was thinking, take this off. Take this off too. Could take the ceiling down. Okay. Put that on you. Take the rest of the ceiling down because you don't need a ceiling for this thing. Okay. Fucking thing is there, isn't there? Hate those fucking things. That's why I wanted to put the plants down, but haven't really had a chance to do that. Alright. So anyway, let's do this. Now all this other stuff I don't really need it in here. So I'm gonna do this. Don't need a bed in here. Not going to be using it. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything in there. Nothing in here. And nothing in here, right? Demolish that. Okay. So when you're driving it, you have to leave this like that, but you can always just put a foundation there to take care of that. So what I was thinking is picking up the back real quick and extending it out a bit more. Can pick up this stone roof. This stone roof. See, I don't have anything to attack me down here, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. I could do this, and I could do this. See? So I want to make it a little longer. On both sides, actually. So what I need are ceilings. I need to get stone ceilings. Well, I don't need that on there. Stone ceilings. Yeah, I don't have any stone ceilings there. Now, you have to bear in mind the number of parts that you're going to be using. That's the problem. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get the video started. It's already 5 minutes in. My apologies. Forget. Anyway, this is Travel Trucker. I'm a subscriber. It says, it's a wrap. If Donald Trump wins, the trucking industry will collapse in 2025. Oh, wait. Let's see what happens.
Here we go, guys. Weeks later, they still abandoned. This truck been out here for weeks too. Weeks later, guys, check it out. This is America's new wasteland. In your face, man. This trailer been here. Guys, I gotta tell you, election is 2 months away. It's only gonna get worse. But check this out, guys. It just keeps going and keeps going. I seen dude yesterday, he abandoned his truck for Warner. Just look at this, guys. That truck been there so long, they got a porta potty on the back of it. You know, check it out, guys. They're doing construction right here, and from what I'm told, it's gonna be a Starbucks at some point. And I don't know what these people gonna have to move. But look at these trucks, guys. This is America's new wasteland. You think if Donald Trump get in office, it's gonna be better? Hell no. Hell no, guys.
Stick with me for 30 seconds, and I'll show you the
God.
trading strategies I used that allowed me to quit my full-time job to...
And it just keeps going, guys. This guy has had this load on his step deck for about 3 weeks. I don't know what's going on with that. This is not a truck been here. Damn, guys. Wow. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Travel Trucker, man. We back with another video. We back with another walk and talk, you know, upon your head. Do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Cut your notifications on and comment and engage below on these videos. Well, guys, I see I ruffled a few feathers the other day. I put out a video talking about the illegal migrants and how they're messing up trucking and whatnot. And I try not to make it political, but it went political. And you guys went crazy in the comments. That video is still going up right now. And it's a real eye-opener, I ain't gonna lie. And people was saying, oh, he was saying one thing, he was talking about kick rocks, but then he talking about he may vote for Trump. Hey, listen, man. Can I be all the way real with my people? Can I be real with my people, man? Can I be real with my people? Let me tell y'all the real, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the real. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. If Trump get back in office, trucking is gonna crash. Hold on. Oh, now listen. All you fair-skinned people on here, hold on. Don't get your panties in a bunch, man. Hold on. If Trump wins, the sanctions he's trying to place on, he did place on China and whatnot, and the whole make America great again and have stuff made in America, that's just going to drive the prices down even more, and we don't need that right now. If he comes back in, the ports are already in shambles. They're going to be in even more shambles if he get back in office. Now, this is not saying who to go vote for and who I think I'm on. I'm just telling y'all the if factor. And let's get one thing clear. You guys need to go do your research. A lot of that stuff they said that Kamala Harris did, she didn't do. I went down the rabbit hole, and she didn't do that. So go do your research before you jump the gun on this video, man. If he get back in office, we're going to have tariffs and sanctions that are going to affect us even more, on top of the housing market is already bad. I don't see him being able to fix the insurance problems that we're having right now. Again, all this back and forth, it goes back to Congress, okay? He ain't gonna have shit to do with shit as far as policies and procedures. But I think if he gets back in, the world's gonna take a left turn for the worse, okay? I don't see trucking getting better under him. I just don't. Like, he's never even spoke on the trucking industry, to be honest with you. He's never addressed it, and I don't know what make y'all think he gonna fix anything about it. So, you know, to all them people jumping down my throat talking about, oh, he doing that, he can still kick rocks. You know, the issue at the border ain't got nothing to do with him. We need some type of wall or some type of barrier. That has nothing to do with whoever the president is in office. That's just common sense. So when you look at it from that perspective, you don't need to have a certain president in there to build a border wall, okay? Congress got the money right now, okay? A lot of y'all on Medicaid, a lot of y'all getting food stamps, a lot of y'all getting subsidized assistance, so they got the money. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of y'all living with women, you know, they got Section 8 vouchers. You can't afford rent. You living up off the women. So this ease up a little bit. But furthermore, I think the migrant issue will go like this. Look at it like this. And by, I say 2 or 3 years, them same migrants that are finna get federal assistance, which Trump can't stop, even if he's in office, he can't stop it. They've already agreed to help out these immigrants that are already here. They finna help them with housing assistance. They're gonna help them with down payment assistance. And then the next thing they're gonna do is help them get their CDL. And guess who's gonna be driving them loads for cheap? Just like they got cheap labor, and you go to the local supermarket and landscapers are there picking them up without no green card. It's gonna be the same thing when these trucking companies need to put bodies in them seats. And y'all complain about them cents per mile. Guess who's gonna take that cents per mile for the low ski? That Hispanic immigrant, they got 10 of them living in a house that they patch up and pay all the bills together. He's gonna want to take that job because he just want to have some type of work. That's the people that's gonna take our jobs in 2 years. And if we keep being picky, it may happen sooner than that. So if Trump get in office, he gonna make y'all big-headed. And I promise you, them mega carriers are gonna go right up under y'all, and they gonna hire them same migrants that he trying to ban. Because if they got their CDL, they gonna put them in the seat. They gonna run them loads. And like I say, more and more distribution and warehouses, everybody's in there is Hispanic. The lumpers is Hispanic. They ain't talking English, so we already seeing it happen to us. What are you gonna do then? You know, you talking all this shit on YouTube. What you gonna do when the people take y'all jobs? Okay, y'all gotta stop acting like this man is Batman, like he gonna come and save and change your world and save your life. Dude, the dude ain't changed it the first time he was in. That's why you're broke now. If he's so big and mighty, how come you ain't well off now? That's what I try to tell y'all. Either you getting money or you ain't. It don't matter who's in office. It don't matter who's running what. If you a hustler, you gonna get it. So all you guys in the comments talking about something, oh, this all because Kamala Harris. Hey, y'all shut up, bro. Y'all sound ignorant, dog. Y'all sound ignorant. Y'all just sound ignorant. I promise half of y'all probably stay in the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand what's common sense and what's not common sense. Like, the shit y'all doing is not common sense, bro. You know, if that man get in office, The ports are already screwed. All the port. Oh, let me tell you like this. Like Maersk and all these big billion-dollar companies, they chassis that they put their trailers on are all raggedy. People are getting in violations. People are crashing out. Tires is blowing. And guess who got to pay for that? That truck driver. Okay, if they got all this, if the Porsche is doing okay, how come all their chassis is messed up? Who gonna fix all them chassis? You know how many chassis that is? How come the port loads ain't paying much? Because all them TVs from China ain't worth a damn no more. So who gonna change that? If you go put in them sanctions, it's gonna drive the price even down more. Because the shit ain't gonna be worth nothing. You know, if they profit getting cut into, who else gonna have to eat the rest of the profit? That truck driver. So you gotta take that into account when you out here saying, oh, this and that, oh, he gonna save us, oh, yeah. Hey, listen, bro. Save yourself, okay? Stop worrying about who gonna be in the office and what they gonna do for you and they gonna change your life. Listen, if you's a dummy now, you're gonna be a dummy then, okay? I'm here to tell you. But that's all, man. I just want to come on here and have a little rant about if Trump get in office so we can have that understanding. Y'all thinking I'm going left or something, and I ain't. And I'll see y'all on the next one.
I think this design will work. I think it will. I mean, theoretically it should. Get out of the water. Okay. All right. So I should be able to shoot it from here. Oh, I know what I should do. I think I know what I should. Well, maybe it'll work. I don't know. Maybe I should just put some of these there. Let me see. So if it comes up and it does get in there, I don't want it to get out. So if I put this barrier here, it shouldn't, and I should be able to have, so I don't fall over. You know what I mean? I don't want to fall over. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and I was going to put a slope down. I mean, you can put a slope down, but I mean, theoretically. So this guy thinks that his job or the livelihood is in jeopardy somehow. I'm wondering if people really agree with that sort of thing. If they believe that Trump is going to do something inappropriate or whatever. So I want to be able to shoot from here and shoot under there, and then shoot from this side and shoot under there. They should, a Rex shouldn't be able to get out here. I'm thinking of a Rex or Megatherium. Shouldn't be able to get in there. Let me see. Can I put something like right there? Can I get that in there? Let's say I want to enter from this side. Can I put it here? Right there. Will that work? Will it let me in? Oh, yes, it will. All right, so I could put one there, and I could put one here. There. There we go. There we go. All right, so if I need to get in, and I wouldn't want to go over that way, or if I want to sneak out, I can sneak out through here. Like if I fall in here, I can sneak out this way, and there's nothing they can do. All right, theoretically, this looks like it might actually work. And then once I park it over there, I'll put a foundation in the center to protect the boat from damage, because the boat could take damage. And we'll see if that'll last. So, anyway, I probably got too many of these, but actually those are important. Okay, so we get this. Those are important. Need that, don't need that. Let's put the rest of this away. Whew. Let's see, who is the next video? Let's get the next video going. Yeah, I mean, he could be paranoid, but he's saying that they're lying on Kamala and they're all this. He said he did his research, and it's like, dude, it's the internet, man. People can put all kinds of bullshit on there. You wouldn't really know who's who or what's what. Just no. All right. No, baby. No. No, baby. No.
What's up, my guy? What do you say we ditch the Stone Age and get you set up with my solar?
All right. So, here's Joy the Gypsy. It says, what not to do if you're homeless. So, I try to listen to advice, because you never know. If things go a wrong turn, half the nation could be homeless, and just like that. That's why I kept my jackery, so just in case, But anyway, let me go ahead and get him started. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
So, this video is going to be what not to do if you're homeless. Because I get a lot of comments from people who are new to being homeless or about to be homeless. And, I don't necessarily want to be associated with being homeless for the rest of my life, but the truth is, I've got a lot of useful information about it, so it is what it is. But so, because I've done a lot of things in my life. That was just one of them. But I tell you what, it was one of the most useful experiences I ever had. So, I gotta say, I'm looking pretty ripped. I've been working out a lot more lately. Anyways, so, the first thing about being homeless is you need to not let it screw your attitude up. You know what I mean? You can't, and this is a hard thing about being homeless. You're tempted to just be bitter and nasty and angry, and you feel like, because the reality is it's a bullshit situation. This is a situation that has never existed all throughout history. It only exists in the modern world because if you refuse to be a slave, you have to be punished. That's why you end up being homeless. And I've realized that, why was I homeless for so long? Sometimes I never even really put much thought into it, but I realized, what it was mainly? Because I'm not willing to just flush all my money down the toilet to pay rent. I'm not willing to just dump all my energy and resources into having shelter. Like, that's bullshit, because in reality, under natural circumstances, that's something I would have had figured out by the time I was 16. Building a shelter, I'm good with my hands. I can build anything. By the time I was 25, I would have had probably the nicest, most elaborate shelter that you can imagine. And people are always like, well, not a lot of people, but some people get in my comments like, oh, well, this is the modern world and you're benefiting from all the modern conveniences. It's like, dude, you have no idea how things actually work, because you've been raised with blinders on and a hood over your head to where you just don't know anything. And it's like, here's the thing. You don't realize how capable and clever and intelligent people are. All these modern conveniences, I could build them all by myself in the woods with the tools in the back of my truck. And I'm talking about running water and everything. So just because you see these people living in third world countries, living in squalor and dirt huts, it's because they, you know, they're not doing the things that I can do, apparently, because I don't care where you put me, bro. First of all, I'm not going to live in some dirt hut in the middle of the desert. I'm going to go find some water, you know? And under natural circumstances, maybe I would have to fight for that territory. Then that's fine. Then I'm going to either get my territory or I'm going to die trying. I'm not just going to go live in the dirt and suffer for the rest of my life. This is, you know, this is how I would have been 2,000, 10,000 years ago. This is how I would have been. All right, I was going off on a tangent, which I don't, you know, I'm trying not to make 45-minute videos. So basically my point here is that all these modern conveniences that you think you wouldn't be able to have if you weren't living in the modern world, you're mistaken. Okay, so, and a lot of these modern conveniences, what is it, internet and TV, like air conditioning? I mean, these are all things that can be reproduced in the wild. Now, not necessarily a TV or the internet, but let me tell you something. I've realized that if I didn't have internet or TV or anything, you know what I'd be doing? I'd be building things with my hands. I'd be carving things out of wood. I'd be painting pictures. In my spare time, that's what I'd be doing. But now, with this device in my hand, I'm never bored, you know, but that's, when I was a kid, if I was bored, what I would do is I'd be making stuff and doing stuff like that. And the other thing is, if in whatever village I was living in, it's not like I would build myself this nice shelter with running water and everything and then just leave everyone else to fend for themselves. I would help everyone. They would all have exactly what I have. You know what I mean? We would be working together. Anyway, but that's, you know, we've been brainwashed out of that. And that's why evolution has stopped, and now we live in a parking lot covered in boxes because evolution has been brought to a grinding halt, and modern man is evolving backwards. But anyways, that's so here's the thing. Don't let it bother you too much that you're in this situation. You're facing a tough situation, sure, but here's the thing. Anyone in history who has ever accomplished anything great, they didn't do it by hiding in their house, watching TV, and playing on the internet. And realistically, that's the main thing that you're losing by being homeless. You don't have a house to sit in to just chill and watch TV or play on the internet. And you know what? You don't need those things. Just think if Luke Skywalker just stayed at home the whole time. I mean, the Empire would still be in control. That's what I was thinking when I was homeless. I was thinking to myself, like, you know, this is a jumping board to some adventures, which I never would have had if I didn't have this rough situation that I'm in. I would just be sitting in my apartment in my spare time, watching TV and chilling, you know. But now, even though I've kind of got a shelter, I am paying rent to live in that trailer. My spare time is now going into building myself back up, you know, making YouTube, Patreon. I've got another YouTube channel, and I'm also getting back into stand-up comedy. So I'm writing a lot of jokes lately. But so here's the thing. This situation you're in right now, it's going to help you become a wiser, stronger, more capable person. It's actually, when all's said and done, there's going to be a time in your life in the future where you're going to look back on this time and you're going to be grateful for it, because it's going to change you for the better if you let it. You cannot let it change you for the worse, which I've seen it do to a lot of people. Now, what you So don't let it turn you bitter. Don't let it turn you nasty and angry, which happens to a lot of homeless people. There's some nasty people out there. So don't let it do that to you. And another thing you can't let it do to you is don't let it turn you into this sob story where you're this victim and you feel sorry for yourself all the time. Maybe that's the case. Maybe you've been screwed over by everyone, but I can tell you one thing. Sitting there dwelling on that is not going to help you. It's not going to get you out of your situation. It's pointless. The only purpose it serves is it serves your ego. It makes you feel like, oh, the world is against me and my life is unfair and it's harder than everyone else's. I'm not saying you have an easy life, okay? What I am saying is that everybody goes through some difficult things sometimes. Now it's your turn to man up or woman up. Like, whatever the situation is, but it's your time to show the world what you're made of. So it's a golden opportunity for you to turn into a beast, you know what I'm saying? But you can't let it get you into the wrong state of mind. Just handle it, you know what I mean? Now, if you really, really just want to get off the street, there's ways to do that. I've got videos about it. I guess I'll link them in the comments, but just to give you a quick rundown, you can do Uber Eats on a bicycle, get yourself to the nearest city, get on a bike. With no bills, you're going to be able to rack up a lot of money very quickly, especially if you're determined. Now, you're out on the street and you ain't got nothing going on. That's another thing about being homeless is it's boring a lot of the time. That's why I used to be doing portraits all day, every day. I'd get out there in the morning to claim my spot before anyone else did. And, people would be like, why do you work every day? And I'd be like, why wouldn't I? First of all, I'm trying to get my money up, my resources up, and it's like, what else is there to do? I do my work for the day, and then I would go chill. I'd go smoke some weed in Central Park. Then I'd go get whatever I wanted to eat because I worked hard all day and I deserve it. And then I'd go to Starbucks and charge my phone up, and this was my routine. So maybe this will help you build a routine for yourself. But my first priority every single day was to make my money. And people used to try to get me to take days off and do stuff with them, but I didn't like doing that. Every once in a while I would. My buddy Ilya, who I've mentioned in previous videos, hold on. Used to try to get me to take days off all the time because he liked to party and stuff, but I was like, and he didn't even get it. Because he had basically, he had kind of given up on trying to build a life. He didn't care, which is another mistake that you can't make because you know what happens? You end up dying. Ilya ended up dying because he didn't care. All he cared about was escaping reality. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him for that because he had a very hard life. He had been living on the street since he was 12 years old. It's a hard life. But he was, and that's another amazing thing. Ilya, it's not like he was a dummy or a fool. He was smart. One of the smartest people I've ever met. But this is how messed up our world is. In any other world, in any other society, in the history of mankind, Ilya would have been an asset to any tribe of people. But in this world, since he's kind of rebellious and, he just got thrown out, like outcast from society, which it's just messed up that's the kind of society we live in, where if you're not willing to be submissive and just sell your life for whatever you can get for it, they're gonna throw you out on the street, and they don't give a shit. And then it's like, oh, you want to make it? You want to be a slave again? Here's a shitty little shelter run by bullies and assholes, and now you're gonna learn what happens when you don't follow what we want you to do. And so a lot of people go through that shelter system. They work their balls off and get themselves back into you know, into society, which is basically slavery, if you ask me. And that's what they do. But I refuse to do that. But don't get me wrong, there was more than one time that I considered it, and I even tried at one point. But when I realized the position I was putting myself in the shelter with these morons who run the shelter, I'm like, I'm not answering to them people. You know what I mean? I don't even like answering to a contractor who's a capable man who knows more about construction than me. I don't even like answering to them because a lot of the time I felt like they were morons. Now you're going to expect me to be answering to some piece of shit who's not even fit to mop a floor. Now I'm going to have to answer to this guy every time I come home and do what he tells me to do? Like, no, the hell no. I mean, only in the modern world could that happen. In any other society in history, that fool would know better, because I'd hurt him for that. But anyways, that's, you know, so I refuse to just put myself in that position. But here's the thing: living out in the wild is not for everyone. So if your main priority is just to get up off the street, watch my videos on how to do that. There's a million ways to do it. And, you know, if you have any artistic ability, this is your chance to try to make a living off of that. But, you know, another one of the main things that you can't do, like I was saying with Ilya, you can't just start escaping reality. And I found myself in that position myself. I was addicted to heroin for a few years there. And then when I got on the Suboxone, I was on that for a few years. I had to get off all the opiates. And thank God, I don't know. I'm so far past it at this point that I just don't care about opiates anymore, you know? I don't know. I'm way past it. It's like, to be honest, I don't really get how people, they say, you're addicted for life. I don't feel that way at all. I learned my lessons from that harsh reality. I lived for that few years chasing heroin around, and I'm like, I don't want to go back to that. I don't miss it, you know? I don't miss it at all, because I remember all the negative things. I don't think of all the positive things, like how fun it is to be high. It's like, in my mind, the scales are not balanced. I got high and I felt good for a few hours every day, but the rest of the day I felt like shit, and I was dumping all my resources into getting this thing that gives me this artificial good feeling, which isn't even real. You want a real good feeling? Work out every day. That's a real natural high that leads to more. It's like, I woke up this morning wanting to work out, which is the first time I've felt that in a while. For the past couple of years, working out has been this chore that I've got to get out of the way. But this morning, because I'm just kind of taking it up a few levels, I couldn't wait to get to working out, because, and the other thing is, when you start seeing results, you know, that's a great feeling too, and you want to see more results. So, you know, don't just throw your life away and start trying to escape reality. Do what you want, you know what I mean? If that's how you want to spend the rest of your life. But, you know, to me, it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of life. So don't go that route. And then the other thing is, don't fall to the victim route, where there's going to be people who want to give you a lot of charity and stuff, and depending on your situation, me, since I was able to make money every day, I accepted as little charity as possible, because I didn't want to start feeling like this helpless little victim that needs everyone to cater to them and give them everything. I'd rather go out and make it myself, because it makes me feel better than just having everyone give me everything. That makes me feel, doesn't make me feel good, you know what I mean? But there's people on the street who end up falling into that because, you know, they just take the path of least resistance. They don't realize the price they pay for that, which is self-respect, and it doesn't feel good. You're not going to feel good if you got everyone around you catering to you, and you know what I mean? So if you have to beg for money, do what you got to do, but I suggest not making a career out of it, because it'll turn you into, it's just, look, the other thing is those people who do that, they're absorbing a lot of negative energy all day because although, yeah, people are going to give you money, you're going to make maybe, I don't know, 50 to $100 a day begging for money in New York City. I can't speak for anywhere but New York City because I don't know. And I never did it myself, but I knew people who did. And, so you're going to make maybe 50 to $100 a day, but you're also going to have people all day looking at you like you're a piece of shit, telling you you're a piece of shit, telling you to get a job. The people I knew who panhandled every day and begged for money every day, it turned them very bitter. It turned them very angry. And they just put all their eggs into that basket, and that was all they did. It made them believe that they couldn't do anything else. But, I don't know. And I think back on some of them people, and I'm thinking to myself, like, well, what else could he do? I don't know. I'm not, I'm not that person, so I'm not in their head. My opinion is what they should have done was save up enough money to get a bike and start doing Uber Eats around the city, because first of all, they would have been making more money. Second of all, they would have felt good about earning that money. You know what I mean? It's like,
No, baby.
I just don't get it. You'd rather sit on your ass all day. At least with Uber Eats, you're riding a bike. It's a healthy thing. It's a workout. I love it. I love riding my bike, dude. I prefer riding my bike to driving in a car for the most part, because it's actually a great workout, and if it just feels good. I love riding my bike. It's amazing to me that I can get around that fast without some sort of electric or gas powered vehicle. It's just a bicycle that I'm pumping the pedals, and it's like,
that's a good one.
it gives you the magic ability to sprint everywhere, basically, because to sprint even at a higher speed, because when I'm riding my bike fast, I can't run that fast, but I can get all around town at that speed just by having a bike. So, even if you're not going to do Uber Eats or whatever, and you're going to be homeless, my suggestion is get your hands on a bicycle. Get your money up and get a bike, because it's so much better than walking around. And I didn't even realize that till my buddy gave me a bike in New York. And at first I was like, I don't even know if I want this, because I've got to figure out how to get my luggage behind it and all that. I figured all that out within a day or two, and it made life 1,000 times easier to have the bike. It was such a blessing. My buddy Savage gave me the bike, and he changed my whole life by just giving me, and it was an awesome little bike. It was a Peugeot little 10-speed. It was great. I love that bike. But so, if you're going to be homeless, get yourself a bicycle and figure out a way to get your money up, and either start running a business by yourself or go back to work and renting a room. But here's the thing, you got to realize that now that you have no bills, it's not going to be hard to rack up a lot of money quickly, especially if you're working, because you don't got rent and all that shit. You know what I mean? So get your money up and get up off the street. Now, I took notes on this. Let me see if I missed anything. So, don't get on drugs. Don't start drinking. Oh, here's another thing. Don't go into debt. Don't be borrowing money all over the place and then not paying it back. If you got to borrow money, you got to do what you got to do, but pay it back. Don't steal. Don't start stealing from the stores like all these other people do. They think, they've got a right to be stealing. Especially don't steal from homeless people. I've stolen food. If that's what you got to do to eat, then do that. Steal some food. But do it as little as possible. Don't just start thinking you got a right to be stealing from everyone. Don't steal from the other homeless people. That's just a shit thing to do. They're in the same position you are. Just don't do that. I was always amazed when I would see homeless people doing that. It disgusted me. I'm the type of person who avoids conflict, because even when I win, I feel guilty. Eventually, I feel like you didn't have to do that or this. You know what I mean? So I don't want to get into it with people, but those people, I'd be thinking to myself, if anyone deserves a beating, it's you. You know what I mean? you're stealing from people who have less than you sometimes. Like, d- don't let this world turn you into that level of piece of shit. You know what I mean? There's no excuse. There's no excuse to be that way. I don't care what the world has done to you. There's no excuse to let it turn you into a piece of shit. It's up to you to not be turned into a piece of shit. So that kind of goes into don't become bitter, don't become angry. Don't stop trying. Keep trying. The only way you can fail in this world is if you stop trying. There's been times in my life where I was like, I just want to give up. But then I think to myself, what does that even look like? What do I just lay on the sidewalk and lay there till I die? I don't even know how to give up. I don't know. It's like, I guess giving up is when you just spend all your time getting drunk and getting drugs and just escaping reality. That's giving up. Don't give up. Keep trying. The only way to fail is to stop trying. I've failed at so many things, and I've seen people in my comments like, oh, there's no excuse to fail. That's what losers say. And I said in the comment, I was like, what have you accomplished? Because for you to think that way, if you've never failed at anything, then you really don't know shit about shit. Because that's how you learn how to win, is by failing. Talk to anyone who's ever done anything in their life. They had to fail before they learned how to succeed. So just keep trying. The only way you can really fail is by giving up. As long as you keep trying, you are still in there. You're still in the game, you know? Don't just sit on the side and watch the world go by and just worry about it. I want to get wasted. That is not, you know, that's not the way to go. So don't give up, because that's giving up is the only way to actually fail. So, here's another thing. Don't turn into just an inconvenience for the rest of the world. Don't think that now that because I'm homeless, everybody's got to cater to me and what I want. I've seen a lot of people on the street act like this. All it does is burns every bridge and makes everyone hate them. It's like, it is not going to help you out. So don't just, do your best to still not be, pull your own weight at least, and don't just start trying to hit up everyone for everything and thinking that, and going into like places and using the bathroom for 45 minutes. And there's bathrooms around New York City that do not get used a lot. Let me think. Here's a great bathroom. If you're ever homeless in New York City, the Marriott in Times Square. Don't go in there looking like a complete bum, because then they're going to be like, wait a minute. But if you can disguise yourself as a regular person, which I was pretty good at, when I was around Times Square, that was the bathroom I used all the time, was in the Marriott, because you go up, just go up the stairs, and there's multiple bathrooms on every floor that are public. So, but you can't go in there looking like a complete homeless person. But if you go in there looking like a guest, they're not going to stop you. You know what I mean? So go in there, clean yourself as quickly as possible, and get back out on the street. And don't leave a mess. You know what I mean? You got to appreciate what you get, and don't take advantage and just leave a mess in the bathroom that you're using for free. That is really that bathroom is for their guests. So, you know what I mean? So don't become an inconvenience for the rest of the world. Don't get addicted to the easy money like selling water or panhandling. These are things that it'll get you through the day, it'll get you through the week, it'll get you through the month. It's not going to get you through the rest of your life, because come winter, that's going to slow down a whole bunch, and you didn't learn anything from it. You just went for the easy money every day. So if you're going to do that, like selling water in the summer or panhandling, get your money up and fix your situation with the money you make. Don't just, assume that, oh, well, I'm just going to make another 100, 200 tomorrow, so who cares? I'll just blow it all. Keep, use your resources to your advantage. Don't waste them. don't take it for granted, assuming that I'm just going to make a couple of $100 every day, so who gives a shit? I've seen a lot of homeless people like that. So, take care of yourself as best as possible. You don't want to be looking too nasty or smelling too nasty because people are going to react to that. So, get some baby wipes when you get to your spot at night. Clean yourself. You know, it depends on the person, but some people need to clean themselves more often than others. I'll put it to you that way, but you know yourself better than me. So, another thing you don't really want to do is steal other people's sleeping spots. There's plenty of spots all over the city. I'm guilty of this myself, where I'll just take someone else's spot and put them in a messed up position where they've either got to try to fight me or, you know, it's a shit thing to do, and it's a thing that I only did at my nastiest of times when, you know, I was not being a considerate homeless person at that time. And it comes back on you. Then I had other people trying to steal my spot, put me in a position where I got to try to, you know, start acting like an asshole myself. So just find your own spot. Don't steal other people's spots. Don't get too comfortable with being homeless. That's another problem with me. Was I was sleeping so deeply with valuable things just laying next to me until finally someone stole my favorite hoodie that I ever owned to this day. If I ever found out for sure who took it, I would attack that person. I don't care if it's been 10 years. I'm still upset about it. So once that happened, I realized I'm way too comfortable out here. I'm sleeping way too deep, and I'm not taking care of my security. From that day forward, I set traps for people who would try to steal from me. So I would have the things tied to my sleeping bag, so if they tried to take it, it would wake me up. And it worked. I caught more than one person trying to steal from me late at night. And yeah, so if to prevent your stuff from getting stolen from you, get some paracord, tie it, and either tie it to your leg, and I don't mean like you don't want to cut off the circulation, but you tie it to either yourself or your sleeping bag or something else. Tie it to some empty cans. This way, it's going to wake you up if someone tries to take it. I had it tied to my sleeping bag, so if people grabbed something, it would tug on my sleeping bag, and I'd be up out of that sleeping bag within 2 seconds, you know? So, I guess that's the last one. Don't get too comfortable. And be smart, you know what I mean? If you got something that you don't want to get stolen, do what I said. Tie it to your sleeping bag or tie it to your hand. You know what I mean? And you don't tie it tight to where it's going to cut off circulation. You tie it loose. So these are the things you're going to have to do, because there's pieces of shit out there who will steal from you. Even though I had a reputation as someone who's gonna fight for every little thing they own, people don't care. People are so dumb, they don't care. They'll steal from someone who would literally kill them. That's how stupid some of these homeless people are. And they'll screw everyone over, and then they'll sit there in a state of shock when they get ran out of that whole section of the city because there's just too many people who want to beat their ass. And sooner or later, somebody's going to do it. Or you're just going to leave that whole section of the city and never come back, because once people know that you're a problem around there, you're not going to be able to stay around there. That's how it is in New York. I don't know how it is in other places, but you got to be considerate of the other people on the street around there, because they're not going to... People are very tolerant for the most part, but they're not going to just accept any type of behavior. And people on the street, if they get angry enough, they'll do crazy things. And I'm talking real crazy. Like, they'll try to kill you. I knew more than one person who was stabbed out on the street because they made the wrong enemies and they did stupid things and they were messing with the wrong people. And I'm like, Don't you know better? Don't you know that that guy will do that? What are you thinking? He's gonna wait till you're asleep, and he's gonna try to kill you, and that's exactly what happened. And just through stupid, dumb luck, you survived it. And you know what I mean?
These guys are gonna kill
but
this
these
rat.
people don't learn, bro.
I want to try to trap it.
It's like, you know, I don't know, man. Don't be like that. Learn from your mistakes. Anyways, I guess that's the end of this video. I'm gonna go. I need to get another video up on my other channel. It's been almost 15 days, and I'm doing a movie review for Eyes Wide Shut, which requires not just watching the movie, but a lot of research, because there's a lot going on.
I'm gonna see if I can get this guy over there to my tribe.
That's coming. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be a good one. So sub to my other channel if you want to see it, I guess. So thanks for the likes, comments, subs. I appreciate every single one of you. I love every single one of you. If you got any questions about being homeless, throw it in the comments, and I will try to answer it for you. And if you are into it, check my Patreon if you want to see the videos that I'm not willing to put on YouTube. Thanks to the Patreon supporters. I really appreciate y'all. And I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
Shit. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to test it. Ooh, that's a 208, but I don't know if I can tame it. Oh, it's dead. Alright. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's get to the trap. I want to see if I can trap a Rex in this thing. I might get lucky. I parked it so that... Oh, shit. I parked it so that I can shoot him from the back instead of going up front, because if you try to go up that ramp, chances are... Let's go here. Let's go here. Come on. Come on. All right. Oh, let me get this yellow drop. Yellow and red are the two best drops. Sometimes you'll get a white one that's kind of exceptional, but the white ones are usually trash. It looks like it worked. It looks like the trap worked. There we go. Watch out. Overpriced crap. I still don't know what this Ixphanictus, I don't know what that is. Okay. So I think this was a 120, but I'm not sure I want to waste a narc on it. Let me see. So theoretically I should be able to shoot him from here. Can't really hide. Okay, let me do this. Let's see if he can get out this way. Can you get out this way? Do you want to get out this way? Alright. Okay, you can't. He's trying to get me. But he can't. Okay. So it's a good plan. Because there was a 240 Rex over here at one point. Even though I don't have a good Rex saddle, you can still use a Rex. Now the problem is that's what, one... Oh, shit. Oh, no. No, no. Come here. All passive. Fuck. Retarded bird. Why is he on aggressive? They're always on fucking aggressive. Look at that. And I try to tell it to disable. All passive. All passive. Passive. I'll stay. I'll follow. Come here, you asshole. You fucking asshole. Why doesn't all passive work? That's what I don't get. Why? And how does he get on aggressive? I never put it on fucking aggressive. Come here, asshole. Come here. Before something kills me. Stupid ass. God, I hate it when they do this. Yeah, aggression level neutral. I didn't put you on neutral, dude. Fucking shit. At least I don't remember doing that. Okay, so this is a 120 Rex. It's not really worth bothering with. What I needed to know is whether or not this animal could be trapped, and I was correct. It can be. Now, 120 with a maximum of 240 is not going to have anything to contribute. That's why I killed it. It's not worth taming. Let's see. How much damage do I have here? I have a lot of damage. Alright, so the boat will stay here. And what you do is you come here. You kill a bunch of shit. You kill the island dead. You kill everything on the island. And then they respawn and you keep going that way. That's how that 240 Rex was in the back. If I had that set up already or had the parts for it, then I would have got that 240 Rex. But you can have 5 240 Rexes, male and female, and sometimes the stats just suck. That's the thing. Alright. Let's go get this. This looks like a golden one. Or a yellow one. Another Rex there. Yeah. Alright. Bunch of crap. Let's see what level that Rex is. I think that's the 80 or something. Oh, it's a 40. See, something level like that, you want to kill it. I got a 232 Saber, which is good. Still looking for decent Raptors, honestly. Oh, here's another one. Oh, what level is that? Oh, it killed it. Whatever level that was. Well, let me kill this guy so that I don't have a problem. And he's just a level 40. Anything else worth taming? 80? No, not really. See? I just get this battle bird and kill the shit out of everything. Good thing is I also collect hide in the process and chitin. Stuff I can use, you know? Boom. See? Just like that. See? Chitin, hide. But I'm getting too much meat. I don't need that much meat. There we go. Well, at least the recording didn't stop. At least I don't think it stopped. I didn't press those buttons, so. Jesus. The last thing you want is your animal on neutral when you're trying to tame shit. Oops. Oh, fuck. Come on, man. Just trying to check it out. Whoa, so much for that. That raptor didn't survive. Clear that out. Kill it, kill it. That shit will respawn so fast, it's not even funny. You can be here all day doing this and eventually clear out everything. I'm wondering what if I can tame one of those, what it'll take to tame one of these. Whoa. Okay. Something, there's several of them. This is a new dino for me. I've never tamed one of these before. I don't even know if you can just use meat on them or what. See, that's a level 128. Some of these other ones have already been down. Let's see. That's a 56. There's this one. Yeah, this 56, I don't know what it is. All I can tell you is it's looking. That's like a 192 or something. I could try to get it here. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, he's fast. Ah! Ah! Shit. Oh, shit. I'm going to try to get him in the cage. Oh, shit. Ah, fucker. Ah, shit, shit, shit. Oh, yeah. He's killing everything else. That was a 120 raptor. Oh, it's killing that little baby that's there. Damn, that's a, when I first heard that, that's such a nasty sounding thing, man, I swear. Probably going to get both of them in the trap, but we'll see what happens. Oh, shit. Okay, let's get this guy in the trap. See how he wouldn't go up in there? Jesus. Alright, so this time looks like we got him, just like the other guy. 192. I wonder if I can get this guy. Alright, I don't think we're going to play another video. I got all this potential here. I don't know what you need to tame them. Let's see. Nice. Problem is, it's a 192, so it's real close to max level. So, and on top of that, it's taking damage. So, even though it ate, I guess it eating those creatures may have helped. But only thing I could do is put meat in it. Can't imagine anything else except for maybe the healing gland it puts in there. Strange. Okay. So he's running. I guess headshots didn't give me any bonus damage, but I don't know. I guess it depends on what constitutes a headshot. Oh, my bad. Should get them. Like I said, I never had one of these before. I don't know what the fuck what they do. I know they go in a circle. I know they can heal. I know they can poison, but that doesn't mean that that happens after you tame them. Sometimes that doesn't work. It's a lot of narc. I'll have to use this because it's so high level. I don't know. My gun's down to almost halfway durability. That's why I didn't bother taming that 120, but this is like almost 200, I think. Never had one before. I wonder how you tame this shit. I want to try the bow. It's a 600 and some % damage. It might die, but it does have a healing factor. I think that's what's causing it to be that way. And it may have like a really good stamina or something. Wow. I've seen people tame them. Oh, did I kill it? I killed it, didn't I? Son of a bitch. Yeah, I was a 192. Huh. Okay, well, I guess. Okay. I'll stay, please. See, when I give it a command, it just doesn't fucking obey me. That's what I hate. That happened to me in the old server where I give a fucking command. I gotta go in here and do it manually. And that really fucks me up because you need to be able to control your animals, you know? Anyway, well, I don't know. I'll see if I can figure out how to tame it, but I got impatient there. I wasn't going to put any more narc into it unless it tamed, but we'll see. Let me go look at the blue thing over here. Either way, that trap would be perfect for, like... See, that trap's not going to hinder anything from spawning. It's not a foundation placed into the land, so it will not stop anything from spawning. Oh, you fucker. So, anyway... I think I won't try those again. Let's see... there's another one. Let's see if I got any other... oh, that's a 216. Yeah. See, the thing is, like, even though I don't have the equipment I want to do mutations or anything like that, at the moment, I need at least 102 element to do what I think I need to do to get that done. I still can consolidate animals and try to get the best stats from the field, and try to make something that'll work, you know. Okay. Now, see, this time, this should work better because I'm shooting it in the head. Fuck. I wish I could take that dart out of there. Right under the nose is usually where it's for the best. Make sure there's nothing attacking me. See how there's hardly anything on this side of the island? Everything's on the other side. Whoa, you're being tough. There we go, perfect. Let's get you in there. Alright, it's at 216. Alright guys, this is what I'm going to be doing. And I'll probably stop this video here and make another video. Why not? There's plenty of other links. Once again, the guy that was speaking, he's trying to get people to have more respect for each other, I guess, in his advice. Just Joey the Gypsy. He's got 48K subscribers, which is really good. You know, he's doing good for a guy living out of his fucking vehicle. You know what I mean? Doing better than me in terms of the internet, because I hardly get any fucking, like, nobody likes listening to me. Which is fine. So anyway, Joey the Gypsy is a pretty cool guy. Alright, I'm going to end the video here, and I'll probably start up another one. Thanks for watching.